After Muslim reservation remark eruption, now Hanuman politics explodes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Congress criminalized the Hanuman Chalisa.
ये कांग्रेस की कर्नाटका की सरकार का काम देखिए। अपनी छोटी सी दुकान में एक गरीब आदमी हनुमान चालीसा सुन रहा था, उसको लहू लहान कर दिया गया।
Invokes the infamous attack incident. Congress hits back, focus on real issues.
आपसे बहुत बड़े बड़े वादे किए गए कि 2 करोड़ नौकरियां बनेंगी, सबको रोजगार मिलेगा, खेती से कमाई दुगनी होगी, लेकिन वो वादे पूरे नहीं हुए।
Will the Modi statement give the BJP a Karnataka bump? That's our top focus on India First. On Hanuman Jayanti, Prime Minister Narendra Modi came out all guns blazing, accusing the Congress government in Karnataka of targeting Hindus. He said even listening to the Hanuman Chalisa is a crime under Congress rule, referring to that incident of a shopkeeper being assaulted in Karnataka. The Congress hit right back, accusing the Prime Minister of indulging in Hindu-Muslim politics in midst of elections. Mukesh, that victim shopkeeper incidentally, he's just spoken to India Today saying that he finally stands vindicated. But both the Congress and the BJP are now at daggers drawn. We get to the latest. I'm Gaurav Sawant as always. Let's get started with the headlines at 10. Congress manifesto war escalates. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reiterates that the Congress will redistribute wealth to favor the Muslim community. Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge hits back, says the Prime Minister wants to divide the society with these claims. Calcutta High Court's big observation on Bengal Ram Navami violence warns it will not permit Lok Sabha elections in violence-hit seats, says it will recommend to the Election Commission to stop polls in Murshidabad's Behrampur. Hubli campus stabbing a big flashpoint in Karnataka. BJP holds protests in Bengaluru for victim Neha. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah speaks to the victim's father, assures he will fast-track probe to ensure justice. Another setback for Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Court extends his judicial custody till the 7th of May. Arvind Kejriwal gets insulin administered in Tihar after the All India Institute of Medical Sciences panel confirms his sugar levels have indeed shot up. Big breakthrough in the Salman residence shooting probe. 2 pistols, 3 magazines recovered from the Tapi River. Shooters dumped a weapon in the Gujarat River while fleeing. It's a mega showdown over Hanuman Chalisa between the BJP and the Congress in Karnataka. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched a no-holds-barred attack on the Congress at a rally in Tong Savai Madhopur in Rajasthan, where he invoked that Hanuman Chalisa controversy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi slammed the Congress, saying that the party insulted Lord Ram and Hanuman and that it wasn't restricted just to Karnataka but even Rajasthan. He blamed this on the Muslim appeasement politics of the Congress. Our political bureau gets you a top story.
बजरंग बली की।
Over a month after the attack on a shopkeeper in Bengaluru for allegedly playing Hanuman Chalisa at his shop during the time of Azan, Prime Minister Narendra Modi raises the issue in an election rally at Tonk in Rajasthan. Modi on Tuesday claimed even listening to Hanuman Chalisa had become a crime under the Congress regime.
कुछ दिन पहले वहां एक छोटा दुकानदार, उसको सिर्फ इसलिए बुरी तरह से पीटा गया, लहू लुहान कर दिया गया, क्योंकि वो अपनी दुकान में बैठे बैठे हनुमान चालीसा सुन रहा था। आप कल्पना कर सकते हैं कांग्रेस के राज में हनुमान चालीसा सुनना भी गुनाह हो जाता है। अपनी आस्था का पालन करना भी मुश्किल हो जाता है।
Many murders in Karnataka from last.
Karnataka leader of opposition R. Ashok echoed Prime Minister's views, claiming attacks on Hindus have become more frequent under Siddaramaia's rule. The Congress meanwhile hit back, accusing the Prime Minister of deviating from issues of price rise and unemployment, among others.
What our Prime Minister is saying, what happening in Karnataka? There is no value for the Hindu blood in Karnataka. Everywhere threaten, murder, Congress government just keep quieting.
I pity the Prime Minister. Despite ruling this country for 10 long years, still you need Muslims to be abused and get into power. If the Prime Minister says that in Karnataka no one can play Hanuman Chalisa, then he is insulting the Kannadigas, 6.5 crore Kannadigas. He is insulting the Kannada culture.
Karnataka's Law and Parliamentary Affairs Minister H.K. Patil urged the Election Commission to take action against Prime Minister Modi.
ಮೋದಿಯವರ ಆ ಉಚ್ಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಲಘುವಾಗಿ ಗಮನಿಸದೆ, ಲಘುವಾಗಿ ಪರಿಗಣಿಸದೆ ಸೋಮೋಟೋ ಪ್ರಕರಣವನ್ನು ದಾಖಲು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಮೋದಿಯವರ ಚುನಾವಣಾ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆಯಿಂದ ಉಚ್ಚಾಟಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಅವರನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ವಾಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ.
The attack on a shopkeeper for allegedly playing Hanuman Chalisa had sparked protest in the city a month ago. BJP leaders Shobha Karandlaje and Tejasvi Surya had led the protest.
The statement by the Prime Minister was made in Rajasthan, exactly the place where the victim, Mr. Mukesh Raj Purohit, hails from. When India Today spoke to the victim, Raj Purohit, he stated that he was happy and that he felt that he had gotten justice after Prime Minister Modi himself spoke about this issue. With camera person Madhuar, Anaga Keshav reporting for India Today from Bangalore.
And India Today's Anaga Keshav spoke to Mukesh Raj Purohit, that victim, that shopkeeper who was attacked by a mob for playing the Hanuman Chalisa. After the Prime Minister invoked the Chalisa in his speech, Mukesh claims justice has finally been delivered. Let's listen in.
आपको लग रहा है कि आपको जस्टिस मिल रहा है?
हाँ, मिल रहा है, सिस्टम सच है।
और आप अभी कैसा है मुकेश जी? मतलब आपको जितना इंजरी हुआ है, आपको कुछ पुलिस से असिस्टेंस, मदद कुछ मिला?
सबका सपोर्ट मिला।
और उस दिन के बाद आप फिर से हनुमान चालीसा प्ले कर रहे हैं आपके दुकान में?
हाँ, प्ले कर रहा हूँ।
कोई कुछ नहीं कह रहा है?
नहीं, कुछ।
अच्छा, उस इंसिडेंट के बाद आपको कुछ थ्रेट कॉल्स, कुछ आ रहा है? Okay.
Hindus are unable to follow their faith under Congress rule. Even listening to the Hanuman Chalisa is a crime in Karnataka. These are very strong words that come from the BJP, and it's evoked a very sharp reaction from the Congress party. During the elections, every word is actually being weaponized. Joining me on this India Today special broadcast is Surabhi Hodigere, a Karnataka BJP spokesperson. Syed Asad Abbas is a political analyst. Sri Raj Nair is the spokesperson of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. But I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Nabila Jamal joining us from Ground Zero. Nabila, how is the Congress reacting to this? What's the buzz on ground after the Prime Minister's statement?
Right, the Congress has responded saying this is hate speech, that the Prime Minister has been repeatedly making hate speeches, has been repeatedly targeting the minority, and very openly so. They've even asked the Election Commission, in fact, to take cognizance of the speech that the Prime Minister Modi has made, specifically speaking of Muslims in such a manner. According to the Congress, this is basically nothing but hate speech. They say they're deflecting from the real issues.
Okay.
The BJP is trying to distract their voters from actual issues of price rise, inflation, lack of jobs, etc., and moving into communal rhetoric only to distract people, because the Modi government has nothing to show in their report card in the last 10 years. So this is the Congress's response to the allegations of minority appeasement and, more importantly, law and order failure here in Karnataka.
Surabhi, Congress accuses the Prime Minister of what it calls is a hate speech of Hindu-Muslim politics, pointing out that the Hanuman Chalisa reference is aimed at polarizing voters in these elections, madam.
Gaurav, if the incident in question itself had not happened, then this, rhetoric and the charge that the Congress is putting would have some standing. The fact of the matter is that the incident has happened. It has been captured on camera. It has led to wide-strung protests among the locals. Mukesh, his father, have come on live television multiple times and said what has happened to him. There is an injury mark that has also very clearly seen in his next sort of appearances after this assault. And forget that. The matter of fact is that an FIR has been filed against Mukesh by one of the accused there, his mother, saying that the shopkeeper assaulted her son because he asked him to stop playing the Hanuman Chalisa during Azan. So do you see the facts coming together here? The Congress's first counter was that this was a unprovoked sort of, Mukesh was making unprovoked statements. Finally, it turns around that one of the persons who was very clearly beating up Mukesh in the videos that you can see, his mother accuses of saying that her son was beaten up for going and complaining that the Hanuman Chalisa was being played during Azan.
Let me bring in Syed Asad Abbas into this conversation. The victim very clearly says he finally stands vindicated. He was assaulted for playing the Hanuman Chalisa and then targeted by the police. Syed Asad Abbas, Bharat mein hi kya Hindu ab Hanuman Chalisa nahi sun sakte? That's the point they're raising.
सबसे पहले तो हनुमान जयंती की शुभकामनाएं मेरे तमाम जो दोस्त हैं जो इसका एक जबरदस्त प्रोग्राम कर रहे हैं. मैं कुछ सुनाना चाहता हूं एज अ इंडियन प्रोग्रेसिव मुस्लिम. गौरव साहब, जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीस तिहुन लोक उजागर, रामदूत अतुलित बलधामा, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सूत नामा. हम वो लोग हैं जो बजरंग बली और अली में फर्क नहीं करते. हमारे लिए बजरंग बली भी सही है और या अली मदद भी सही है. और आपको बता दूं,
no, good. While that's excellent and I laud that, the fact remains one man was beaten up.
Let me get to the fact. Let me give you a statement of how a BJP MLA, this incident happened in Nagaratpet. Nagaratpet MLA who, Uday Garudachar, what does he say? He has completely distanced himself from what Tejasvi Surya has done. He said it's untrue, Uday Garudachar, and I quote, it's untrue that the telecom shop owner in Nagarpet was attacked for playing Hanuman Chalisa. I have reliable information as it falls within my constituency. There was no need to exaggerate the issue. Also, let me tell you, in his first police complaint, he did not even mention that this happened due to Hanuman Chalisa recitation. If that was so important, why didn't he say it? The fact is, BJP with folded hand, I request you, I know you're losing elections in Karnataka. I know you're losing more than 10-15 seats. Stop Hindu-Muslim politics. We love our Hindu brothers and Hindu brothers love us. Just because you're rattled by
Surabhi, you want to quickly respond before I bring in Sri Raj Nair into this conversation?
Yeah, Syed Abbas, the rhetoric is really sweet, but thank you so much. When there's an actual issue on ground and somebody's gotten beaten up, the fact of the matter is that this is an incidence of crime that is happening across Karnataka, whether it's in Neha Hiramat's case or it's in Mukesh's case. And the very fact that you, first and foremost, you started off in Hindi. Mukesh is also somebody who's from North India, settled in Karnataka. He says very clearly in the first FIR, he did not write in Kannada. It was a wrong FIR that was taken, and this shows that this was a law and order failing in Karnataka that's happening again and again, whether it's in Neha's case, whether it's in Haveri, whether it's in Belgavi, or whether it's elsewhere. The Karnataka police do not want to put matters of a particular community in serious consequence because they think of them as their vote bank. This is what we're trying to bring to the foray, and this is
That's
not
a big charge. That's a big charge that you level. Let me also bring Sriraj into this conversation. Sriraj Nair, the Bengaluru police insists this wasn't a Hindu-Muslim issue at all. Of course, the accused included a Suleiman and a Shahnawaz who assaulted the shopkeeper. But the accused also include a Rohit and a Gyanesh and a Tarun. So how is this a Hindu-Muslim issue, sir? That's the point that the Congress raises.
Well, Gaurav, I also would like to wish Hanuman Jayanti to all the viewers of yours. Definitely, it's a Hindu-Muslim issue because this is pure. We all know when the Congress government comes in power, the appeasement politics is at its peak. So here, definitely, we have all seen on air, on live television, the way this boy Raj Purohit was beaten and beaten badly by this Muslim goons just for playing Hanuman Chalisa in his shop. And the very DNA of Congress has always been anti-Hindu. They have always, in almost 75 years of their rule, they have ensured that they try to ensure that Hindus become second-class citizens, and they give the birth and rise of terrorists like Dawood Ibrahim, Rashid Latif in Ahmedabad, Shahabuddin in Bihar, and in UP, Atiq, and all this kind of people were, given shelter by the Congress.
Okay,
and they have always
I will stay on the current issue for a moment, because Syed Asad Abbas, Union MOS Agriculture, Shobha Karanlaje also said that under the Congress government in Karnataka, there is an unspoken fatwa. It's a fatwa of sorts against playing the Hanuman Chalisa. If there is azan and Hanuman Chalisa, the Hanuman Chalisa must stop, claims the BJP.
Been lynched by this Fayaz.
Allow me to counter that.
Imagine a girl being lynched, and what has the government has taken it so lightly?
Has been taken.
Okay.
Can I, Gaurav Saab, can I?
Yes, kindly,
Thank
please.
you. The fact is, who bears well out of this? I think the Bharatiya Janata Party needs to go back with some Chintan Shivir and go back to their homework. The same Hanuman Chalisa versus Azan, the same hijab versus halal, all this made you lose the last elections. You look at the Congress's 5 guarantees. Gruha Jyoti, Gruha Lakshmi, Anna Bhagya, Nari Shakti, all of them are for Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Kalika, Lingayat, Kuruba, everybody. You are the ones who are doing Hindu Muslim. Why don't you learn from the 23 elections where Congress trounced your party and got a 135 MLA mark? Also, let me, sir, if it was Hindu Muslim, what happened with Mukesh Raj Purohit? I unequally,
the same mistakes
unconditionally
is not going to be repeated by the people of Karnataka. Understand that.
Make a point now. Wait, allow me to make a point. The fact is,
don't do lip service. Syed Abbas, enough of lip service.
One by one, sir. One by one. Let Mr. Abbas complete his point.
You have been
30 seconds. Allow me to make my point for 30 seconds. Sriraj Nair Saab, I will hear you. The fact is, who are the people involved here, sir? When did Tarun become Tariq? Tarun was one of the accused. How is it Hindu-Muslim? Not just him. Rohit. Did Rohit become Ram? Did Ganesh become...
Surbhi,
no.
The Congress also asks, it's a fight that's taking place in some small locality, a small altercation, a street fight. Bengaluru police also claim, as Syed Asad Abbas pointed out, that the initial complaint was about loud music being played. Hanuman Chalisa was brought in much later. For the Prime Minister to raise this, is this not pure Hindu-Muslim politics, madam?
When this has been clarified again and again, Gaurav, that Mukesh himself did not write the FIR, and he has, again, there was another FIR filed on the insistence of local leaders who went there and sat and talked to him exactly as to what has happened. And Mukesh and his father have come out and clarified again and again that the police are not giving us the sort of help that we were hoping to get, right? Now, second, why is this such a big issue? Because today we're speaking on Hanuman Jayanti. Syed Abbas says that the Congress party alleges, he is speaking on behalf of the Congress or not, but he alleges that the Congress party says that we don't have real issues to speak about. Well, that is far from the truth, because for the last 4 months of the election campaign, we have been going to every single household talking about Awas Yojana, talking about Ujjwala Yojana, talking about Swanidhi Yojana, and this has been going on and on. Why is it that this issue has come to the forefront at this point in time? Is because the Congress party here and the police machinery that is working under the state government has significantly failed in one case after the other And there is a growing sense of fear that law enforcement is not doing its job properly on the behest of the leaders up there. And this has been seen, as the VHP leader also spoke about, in the very gruesome murder of Neha Hiremat, where there was a lot of... Please finish. I did not interrupt when you spoke. There has been a jumping of gun. If you had seen in the Rameshwaram blast case, the Home Minister came out, the Deputy Chief Minister came out and said that this is just a cylinder blast. So there's this tendency to downplay incidents. And that is a worrying concern. In Bengaluru, in Karnataka, there is a steep rise in crime. And when you come out and say something like that about a Rameshwaram bomb case, you realize that the government
So
machinery
you
is
claim
not
there is a
able to
pattern and you claim this is Muslim appeasement by the Congress government. Syed Abbas, BJP says, look at this pattern. PM is only joining the dots. Apart from, the Rameshwaram, the cafe blast that took place, the BJP says Congress leaders did not attend the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishthan at Ayodhya despite an invitation because the cadre and supporters were assaulting Ram Bhakts for playing Hanuman Chalisa. Is this a signal that the Congress is sending out to its Muslim vote bank? That's the point that the BJP raises.
Couple of quick fact checks for the BJP lady spokesperson here. Respected ma'am, how do you call Shobha Karanlaje and Tejasvi Surya as local leaders? The local leader there is MLA Uday Garudachar, who's completely distanced himself from this incident. And you call them local leaders. Tejasvi Surya and Shobha Karanlaje get detained by the police for not seeking permission on the same. So therefore, stop your Hindu-Muslim election appeal during votes. Also, now let me address the Nya Hiramat issue. Respected ma'am, are you even aware? It is the Chief Minister, Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Siddaramaiah, who called for the CID investigation, the Crime Investigation Department. Not just that, he asked the courts to be fast-tracked for this.
Sir,
and
my
bring
question
justice
was
to
very
Nya Hiramat.
specific.
So,
the Prime Minister's claim that Congress leaders did not attend Sri Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha because it was a signal to their vote bank that go assault those who are reciting Hanuman Chalisa. You chose not to respond to that, but I'm running out of time. Sriraj Nair, Congress says the Prime Minister is fear-mongering. There is no ban on Hanuman Chalisa. No Mangal Sutra is being taken from any mother or sister. No property is being given to Muslims. No property or automobiles are being taken away. All of this is just Hindu-Muslim politics, sir.
Gaurav, in 2004, what Dr. Manmohan Singh said first after he took oath as the Prime Minister, the resources of this nation belongs first to the Muslims and the minorities of this country. It is on record. You yourself have, and all the channels have played. And today, look at Mr. Rahul Gandhi's speech. Look at Priyankaji's speech. They've been openly saying. So this is what they have been saying, and this is what is in their mind. So Hindus have to awaken, and we are very sure in this forthcoming Lok Sabha elections, this Congress, because of their anti-Hindu tactics, they are going to be wiped out in totality.
Well, that's for the voters to decide, but I have breaking news coming in. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has just reacted to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Mangal Sutra attack. The Prime Minister had said that the Congress party will snatch away your Mangal Sutra. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has responded saying that her mother sacrificed her Mangal Sutra. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has said that Indira Gandhi gave her gold for this nation. Let's listen in to Priyanka Gandhi Vadra.
कैसी कैसी बहकी बहकी बातें पिछले 2 दिनों में अब ये शुरू हुआ है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी चाहती है कि आपके मंगल सूत्र और आपका सोना आपसे छीन ले। 70 सालों से ये देश स्वतंत्र है। 55 सालों के लिए कांग्रेस की सरकार रही है। किसी ने आपसे सोना छीना, आपके मंगलसूत्र छीने। इंदिरा गांधी ने अपना सोना, जब जंग हुई थी, अपना सोना देश को दिया। मेरी मां का मंगलसूत्र इस देश को कुर्बान हुआ है।
Clearly, the Mangal Sutra issue will escalate in the days and weeks ahead, and we'll be tracking that story very, very closely. But that is all I have for you on this special broadcast of India First. Many thanks for watching.